Well, as students across the Hudson Valley prepare to go off to college for the first time, it's safe to say no one will have a story quite like Tommy Guest. Days before his high school graduation, the gifted musician was shot in an apparent random shooting in Mount Vernon. His life saved in part by his faith, determination, and a little device we all have in our pockets. Our Ty Milburn has this News 12 exclusive.
For as long as he can remember, music has always lived inside of Tommy Guest.
Be a keyboard or piano, and I just want to play it.
Music is how this 18-year-old self-taught pianist best communicates. And it's this song, the 1964 hit House of the Rising Sun.
Always loved that song.
A sad tune about a life of hard knocks.
And it was the first song I had ever taught myself.
That is now helping this young man share his testimony. A story of sudden tragedy, struggle, and triumph.
I believe that I was given a second chance to do what I want, to continue and to stay focused.
As Tommy prepares to go off to college and start a new chapter of his life, he's still coming to terms with the plot twist in the last chapter, one that almost ended his life. June 13th was the day Tommy and his cousin Jared went to a party in the Bronx and stopped off to pick up some snacks on their way home.
Some Red Chips Ahoy, the soft chewy cookies, that's what I wanted to get.
And what started out so innocent quickly turned into a terrifying nightmare.
Guy comes out and starts shooting at us. I don't know who it was. I don't understand why. I don't know, but that's what happened.
The frightening scene that Tommy says was likely a case of mistaken identity captured on surveillance footage.
I don't understand the reasoning. I never did anything to anyone.
Tommy was shot in the backside.
That hurt a lot. It was like burned.
But he ran as fast as he could until he couldn't run anymore.
I started falling out. I couldn't breathe.
You were bleeding?
Yeah, I was bleeding a lot. I fell into the puddle of blood that was at my aunt's doorstep.
His injury was serious, but could have been potentially fatal had it not been for his cell phone, an unlikely shield in his back pocket.
My phone ended up basically saving my life because the bullet had hit my phone and my phone changed the trajectory. The doctor said that the bullet was expected to go upwards into my abdomen area.
But it didn't. That bullet came out of his leg.
Because I was in so much pain in the hospital, I was screaming for help.
Tommy's road to recovery has been hard and painful. 2 surgeries, 3 stays in the hospital, and the possibility he never be the same again.
There's no reason that happened, but it happens.
But he never gave up. He couldn't let his family down, and he knew graduation day was just 11 days away.
So despite all the pain you were in the hospital, you really wanted to make graduation?
Yes, I had to make it to my graduation.
Hey, Dr. Collins, don't put anybody in my spot, because I'm still coming, all right? I'm practicing.
So he practiced in the hospital even as he was relearning to walk, and the day before graduation, Tommy was released so he could walk across the stage, tell his story,
I was going to die at my aunt's doorstep,
and play his song. Months after the shooting, Tommy is still on the mend, but he insists he's not a victim.
I like to call myself a survivor, basically. I survived, and a lot of people don't.
And now he's sharing his story in hopes that it'll help others.
I think part of what you're telling me is that you want people to know that whatever happens to them, they are not the worst moment in their lives.
You have the ability to try to keep going. All you need is to persevere through, be determined, and you can really do anything.
Just don't give up, he says. Find your passion. It could just be the one thing that gives you a new lease on life. In Mount Vernon, Ty Milburn, News 12.
So inspirational and so talented. Well, this weekend, Tommy will be starting college at Stony Brook University on Long Island, where he'll be majoring in mechanical engineering. We wish him the best. Mount Vernon police, however, have not made any arrests in this case.